Hi everyone, and to all of the Gold Key, Silver Key, and Honorable Mention Award winners in the 2021 Scholastic Art and Writing Awards, congratulations. My name is Chris Wisniewski, and I'm the Executive Director of the Alliance for Young Artists and Writers, which is the nonprofit organization that presents the Scholastic Art and Writing Awards. Today's winners are joining an extraordinary and diverse group of past award recipients, people like Andy Warhol, Kay Walkingstick, Stephen King, and Shabalala Self. Today, you become a part of a nearly century-long tradition, but you're doing so in a year unlike any other. Despite the unprecedented challenges that 2020 has brought, each and every one of you has looked within yourselves and found the courage to express yourself through your art and writing, and that's what you're being recognized for today. That's no small feat, and so once again, I say congratulations. I also want to thank all of the educators, administrators, parents, grandparents, family members who have encouraged you along the way. The Scholastic Art and Writing Awards are a vast national undertaking, and they're only possible because of the exceptional effort of our affiliate partners all over the country who run regional programs, our dedicated staff in New York City, the leadership of our board of directors, and the many supporters who make our work possible. To all of you, I express my sincerest gratitude. Today is a day to celebrate this year's winners, but the tradition of the Scholastic Awards continues. So to all of you who are in 7th to 11th grade, who will still be eligible for the awards next year, I encourage you to apply to the 2022 Scholastic Art and Writing Awards next fall. Thanks so much, and one last time, congratulations.
Hello, my name is Salvador Salor Pons, and I am the director of the Detroit Institute of Arts. I am delighted once again to be able to celebrate the creative expression of students in Southeast Michigan. Society, we have experienced so many challenges during the past year, from the impact of the global pandemic in our communities, to social justice protests in the streets, to insurrection at the Capitol. During these times, it has been easy to feel a sense of grief, isolation, and even discouragement. However, it is through art, whether written, visual, or performance, that we build connections among cultures and individuals, an important part of how we create a more just and understanding world. I'm encouraged by the stories you tell, the compassion you show, and the attention you give to subjects that reflect our passions and the world around you. Impactful and meaningful art, enduring art, reflects the big question and issues of their creators' time. Artists have the privilege and the burden of sharing the deepest parts of themselves and revealing our collective souls. This is why it is so important for us to take time to honor each of you, not only for your talents, but also for your willingness to share your artistic vision, a window into the thoughts, questions, and experiences of your generation. Thank you for allowing us to be part of your celebration tonight. And I invite each of you and your families to return to the museum many, many more times, as well as to check out our virtual offerings to discover new inspirations and ideas as you continue to grow as artists. Remember, general admission is free if you live in Wayne, Oakland, or Macomb counties. Thank you very much, and stay well.
Welcome everyone. My name is Don Tusky and I'm president for the College of Creative Studies. I want to congratulate all the winners here, the wonderful student artists who have created some wonderful work. I want to thank the art teachers for all your great support and mentoring. I want to thank the parents and the grandparents and all the families for supporting your young artists. It's so exciting to have these winners, and I look forward to seeing you on our campus visiting someday and seeing all our great facilities and talking with our students and faculty about art and design and what you can do with art and design career. There's never been a better time to go into art and design. The world needs a lot more creativity, and you can be a part of that.
Hello, my name is David Schroeder. I'm the Education and Outreach Coordinator at Macomb Community College in the Cultural Affairs Department. Macomb Community College and the College for Creative Studies are very excited to be the affiliate sponsors of the Michigan Thumb region of the Scholastic Art and Writing Awards, celebrating the work of student artists in Huron, Lapeer, Macomb, Sanilac, and St. Clair Counties. The Scholastic Art and Writing Awards were founded in 1923 as a contest to encourage and reward creativity in the classroom. And this year has been a year unlike any other in the award's 98-year history. We had online registration, online payment. Everything was challenged because of the pandemic. The judges even adjudicated the work utilizing Zoom. But there was one thing that didn't change, and that was you, our artists. Your work has transformed and inspired us. Your creativity has shown through no matter the obstacles put in your way, and we are truly thankful for that. To be considered, your work had to begin with meeting 3 criteria to just be considered: originality, technical skill, and personal voice or vision. But to rise to the top, it had to exceed those measures and do something magical. Perhaps it was a sculpture that took you hours to craft and perfect, a unique and intricate piece of jewelry, or maybe you told an entire story in an illustration or drawing. But no matter the medium, your work is to be celebrated, and I am very excited to welcome you today. We are also very honored to celebrate the inspiring teachers, middle school and high school teachers across our region who push, inspire, and challenge our students to meet their potential. Your tireless commitment and hours of devotion to these students are to be celebrated, and we are forever thankful. We will be honoring some inspiring educators this year, but you will meet them later in this evening's program. Of the 1,038 individual entries and 35 portfolios entered in the Michigan Thumb region, today we are celebrating 75 gold keys, 108 silver keys, and 161 honorable mentions. There will also be 5 American Vision Award winners that will each receive a $100 cash award. We will be honoring 2 gold key portfolios as the Ken Hoover Best in Show portfolios that each receive a $500 reward. Also, we have 5 students have been selected to receive the $300 College for Creative Studies Continuing Education Scholarship. It is my privilege and honor to welcome you on behalf of all of us involved in the Scholastic Art and Writing Awards to the 2021 Michigan Thumb Region ceremony. Enjoy the show.
Mario Moore is literally a product of the Detroit Institute of Arts. From the time his parents met there, and throughout his life, he grew up surrounded by art, artists, and activists. His mother is artist Sabrina Nelson, and Helen Moore, his grandmother, is one of Detroit's longtime champions for education in the city. He spent many hours with his mom, who is also an educator at the DIA, and at CCS, where she graduated and has worked in the admissions office for more than 25 years. Mario attended Cass Tech and then followed in his mother's footsteps and graduated from CCS with a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Illustration. He went on to earn a Master of Fine Arts in Painting from the Yale School of Art, and in 2018 was awarded the prestigious Princeton Hodder Fellowship at Princeton University.
You know, me growing up there and just, you know, being a part of my upbringing, there's a lot of stuff that a lot of kids probably didn't see or wouldn't see being from somewhere else. So, you know, that plays into my work a lot. Definitely.
Absolutely. And, you know, speaking of upbringing, let's talk about Yale. Do you think it had a lot of influence? You know, being there, did it help you move forward?
I think one of the main things you gain from Yale is your peers. the people that you're there with, the studio. You get to experience other people's process and their thinking. You help to develop each other. So it was a really great experience.
Let's go in and take some look at your work, though, man. Let's go take a look at the studio.
Definitely.
All right. After the memorial, we headed over to Harlem School of the Arts. It was the last day of Mario's exhibition, Refracted Light.
Choosing the copper was to talk about W.E.B. Du Bois' idea of double consciousness, right? So the reason that I'm choosing this reflective surface is that anybody, white people, any race will come up. And when they look at the piece, their skin color will automatically be tinted, right? So it gives them a different perception of themselves.
That's right.
But it's also veiled. Like, you can't really see a clear reflection, but you see some aspect of yourself. Right, but it's changed. It's different. So that's why I chose the copper.
Like, she looks like this right now.
Oh, she looks like this right now. That's her.
Black doesn't crack on copper.
Right, exactly.
Black doesn't crack on copper.
Yes, I like that.
Over the years, Mario has observed that the halls of elite institutions like universities and art museums prominently feature portraits of donors, deans, presidents, board members, and scholars, and that the subjects of those portraits are mostly white and male. When he was selected as a Princeton Fellow, he set out to meet Black men and women who work in and around Princeton University in blue-collar jobs, everyday heroes who also deserve to be recognized. From their collaborative interactions, his portraits paid tribute to them and put them in a position of power. Work of several lifetimes has received international attention and will be available as a book later this year. Mario's journey has taken him from Detroit to Harlem to prestigious universities and exhibitions around the country. His work is in several public and private collections. He has been interviewed on Detroit Today on WDET, featured on CNN, CBS This Morning, and the New York Times. His work about his own journey back to health after undergoing brain surgery was featured in Afro-Punk magazine and PBS NewsHour.
What's up, guys, and welcome to the 8th season of Detroit Performs. This season, we're going to hit you up with an array of different artists, including clay sculptors, graffiti jewelry makers, classically trained musicians, Vogue dancers, and so much more. But tonight, we are here at the David Klein Gallery, kicking things off with a Silver Point artist and muralist who asked the question in his latest exhibition, is it possible for us to truly rest? Here is Mario Moore.
I'm interested in creating a stage that the audience can kind of come into. Art to me has always been involved in my life. I grew up around the DIA. I used to go visit the museum when I was a kid. I would walk through the galleries. But as far as inspiration, that came from my mom, Sabrina Nelson, because I would see her do these large paintings. Just the idea to look at a canvas that's blank or a piece of paper and her just make something was always interesting to me. The way that I begin my work is usually through sketches and ideas. It's usually that I have a thought and I have a process and I sketch out or I think about that thought and I say, what is the best way to portray this thought or to talk about this idea? So that can go to sculpture, that can go to drawing, that can go to video, that can go to painting. But the majority of the time, I'm interested in a massive narrative. We're in the David Klein Gallery and the show is called Recovery. And the show is about considering how Black men rest and relax and take time for themselves. What happened was I was working on a body of work where I was thinking about myself personally and how I move my body through the world and how the world considers me as a Black man. And then I had brain surgery. I had brain surgery and literally I was forced to rest. So that made me think about things historically, like how did historic Black men that we know and the world knows, like a Martin Luther King or a Malcolm X or a W.E.B. Du Bois, and when we look up their names, they're always speaking really loud, they're on the podium, they're always active. In times of turmoil, what we're dealing with today as far as everything politically and social economically. How do I rest? Because we're kind of in a similar state. And in some ways, in some senses, as far as education and other things like that, it's worse. It's gone backwards instead of forwards. So, but I'm at the same time, we're human. So these men took vacations. They took time with their family. They took naps. So I started to think about that, and the work presents a question because I don't have the answer. So how do Black men rest? How do they relax? And what does that look like? It has to do with just the history of America, in that Black men and Black people, just in general, we're in the process of constantly having to stay ahead, right? To catch up economically. Since we got to the country, or the Americas, we were slaves. You know, it was things that the country were built on the labor that we put in. So that is passed down as far as trying to catch up. You have to work extremely hard. So the idea of resting and relaxing is not a part of the process when you're always thinking about, what do I need to do next?
Mario is set to have a solo exhibition at the Charles H. Wright Museum later this year, and you can see one of his paintings yourself the next time you visit the DIA. Look for Queen Mother Helen Moore, which was featured in the exhibition Art of Rebellion, Black Art of the Civil Rights Movement. It is now part of their permanent collection. Ladies and gentlemen, Mario Moore.
Hello and congratulations to the award winners of Scholastics. Thank you, Amy, and thank you to the Scholastics Awards for inviting me to speak. Before I begin to talk about your potential future, I want to tell you a little bit about my past. I remember when I received my Scholastics local and then national award when I was in high school. Honestly, I didn't care what place I obtained, whether it was gold, silver, or honorable mention. I just remember being excited. I really was excited. Scholastics gave me the first opportunity to travel to New York. There was so much talent on the local and national scale. So know that you are among those who are also the best at their schools. This is one of the first times I could really see what other kids my age were learning and creating. It was definitely humbling. Traveling to New York for the national awards gave me a window into a new world and provided me with a dream of living there. I remember riding the train randomly, getting lost on purpose, and seeing as much as I could. I earned this opportunity through Scholastics. Down the road, I eventually moved and lived in New York. So now what you all have achieved is also a window for you. It is a window of possibilities. Whether you have gold, silver, or honorable mention, you deserve to be proud, especially under the circumstances we face as a nation. So major congrats, but you must consider what's next. Art is a path that can take you many places, especially in a digital global world. It can take you overseas. It can take you to different states. So don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Art has brought me to places I could have never imagined. Places like Carnegie Hall, which was through Scholastics, Italy, Germany, Yale University, Princeton University, and even on international news. But that is not everyone's path. Your path will be your own. Your work can also be the beginning of becoming the next greatest car designer, starting your own animation studio, or even being able to see your own work hanging in the Detroit Institute of Arts. So I will leave you with this as you ponder what's next. Look around you. Look at the man-made items you see. That table, chair, pen, computer, building, or book was drawn first by the hand of an artist before it came into the physical world. Art is all around you. So congratulations again to you all, and thank you.
CCS is not only a longtime supporter, but a true believer in the students who participate in this outstanding program. Over the years, some of the most successful students at the college have won regional and national Scholastic Art Awards while in middle and high school. CCS will award a Gold Key Scholarship in the amount of $2,000 or $500 per year To seniors who have received one or more gold keys for a portfolio or individual work this year and who are admitted to the college for the fall of 21. In addition, seniors who are admitted to the college and win a national award will receive an additional $4,000 or $1,000 per year for each national silver medal and $8,000 or $2,000 per year for each national gold or American Vision medal. These awards are in addition to any merit-based scholarships offered. Your art accomplishments are impressive and should be rewarded. Also, congratulations go out to 5 students who have been selected to receive a $300 CCS Continuing Education Class Scholarship. They are T. Huang from Stevenson High School, Alexander Lograsso from Arts Academy in the Woods, Avery McElroy from Port Huron Northern High School, Peyton Thurber from L'Anse Creuse High School North, and Avery Urban from Utica High School. Congratulations. Tonight, we honor 2 teachers who are being recognized as inspiring educators. What makes this award special is that nominations are submitted by their students. This award is about the teacher who goes above and beyond the classroom. It's about the teacher who really listens even when a student needs more than just advice about their artwork. It's about the teacher who can push a student to achieve something even they didn't think possible, build on their self-confidence, and offer guidance when things don't quite come out like they'd planned. And while these are all qualities of excellent art teachers, these 2 educators really stood out this year as exemplary role models in the Michigan Thumb region. Let's hear what students have to say, in their own words, about their inspiring teachers. First, we'll hear about Victoria Hussey from Port Huron Northern High School. Victoria's students write, "She's always honest with the work we show her and what ways we could improve it. She knows we have potential, and she proves it every day in art class by making us do artwork we did not even know we could do. She always goes above and beyond for her students. A year ago, I was going through the hardest time in my life, and Mrs. Hussey was always understanding and always had an open ear. She showered me with an unbelievable amount of kindness. She goes above and beyond, staying after hours and working during school breaks to look for new tools to help each and every student of hers express themselves through art. I never had a true appreciation for art, and she changed all that. She's phenomenal." Next, we'll hear about Lisa Joseph from Romeo High School, whose students write, "Mrs. Joe is the sweetest teacher I've ever had. She's always inspired me to push my art to be the greatest it can be. She shows me new and innovative ways of displaying my work in a way to make my point come across more clearly and effectively. Not only does she put all of her energy into helping her students improve in art, she also takes the time to encourage students to their fullest potential. She's been a wonderful teacher and a great person." Ladies and gentlemen, a few words from your inspiring educators for the Thumb region of the Scholastic Art Awards for 2021, Victoria Hussey and Lisa Joseph.
Thank you to CCS and the Scholastic's Art and Writing Award, and to all of my students for this Inspiring Educator Award. It certainly came as a surprise. It's been a really tough school year, and this is just a reminder of why teachers go into teaching. So thank you very much. I'm very humbled and proud to accept this award.
Hi everyone. I want to start with a huge thank you to all of my students for nominating me for this award. Thank you so much. It really is an honor to be recognized as one of the Thumb region's inspiring educators. I know I am in outstanding company sharing the virtual stage with Lisa Joseph and following in the footsteps of my friend and colleague Pamela Brown, who was nominated last year as an inspiring educator. At Port Huron Northern, we have a great group of dedicated and hardworking students. And I think it would surprise a lot of people to know that it was only a few years ago that Pamela and I started working in the building, and we found out that our students didn't even know that there were great opportunities like Scholastics out there for them. For me, this award is very special and unique because as teachers, we don't know when we're inspiring or motivating or influencing. So it's always going to be a reminder that we as teachers can make a difference and be a positive influence on those around us. In closing, I want to say thank you again to my amazing students. I want to say hello to everybody watching virtually, and an extra special thank you to Amy Armand and Scholastics for giving me and my students a chance to shine.
Hi, I'm Victoria Montgomery, and I got the Best in Show with a gold key for my portfolio, The Sun and the Seven, which is a series of cards representing archangels and Jesus as a female version of the Jesus that, like, historians and, like, religious people would know. The reason why I did this piece is my interest in religious paraphernalia that has led me to make artworks that reflect Michelangelo high Renaissance styles. And doing this piece was a lot of fun for me because when we got the assignment, I was like, how can I do this in a way that I can add something I'm so interested, invested in, just drawing and reading about and seeing theories of how people reflect on supernatural creatures and angels and deities and everything like that. And I wanted to do a new mix on this piece especially because I bring in the animal aspects, which represents each of the characters I have on the cards, while also representing Egyptian mythology, bringing two together, two things that don't exactly combine. I do have a series of materials. It's mixed media, so I have acrylic paint on there, I have watercolor glitter paint, I have all these different types of items on there, charcoal, that all bring the piece together to give it that old feel. So it feels like you're looking at a card that is ages old, burnt up, put for the mud, to get that ancient feel that I really appreciate in art forms. So I hope you guys appreciate my piece. I worked really hard on it. I'm really proud of it. And thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to talk to you about it. And the award, that was awesome. Thank you.
In my portfolio, I focused on black and white street photography. I wanted to show people living their everyday lives without knowing I'm taking their picture, just to kind of show how we're all living different lives and going through different things that no one else knows about. On social media, we see so many images that are staged, and I wanted to be able to show everyone something that was real and from my point of view, how I saw the world. And I really focused on people who seemed like they were grieving or in deep thought for my portfolio rather than other ones, just because I feel those are the strongest kind of images that you can see. And yeah, thank you.
Last year, our region received 15 national medals. Let's take a look and see who they were. National American Visions Medal and National Gold Medal, Samantha Caballero, Eisenhower High School, teacher Nancy Druya. National Gold Medal, Molly Whitwer, Shelby Junior High School, teacher Chris Brunson. National Silver Medal, Art Portfolio, Kyler Luna, Richmond High School, teacher Lee Cogniak. National Silver Medal, Chelsea Achitz, Fraser High School, teachers Roger DeBrant and Marianne McGinnis. Samantha Caballero, Eisenhower High School, teacher Nancy Druya. Anna Donald-Klowski, Lance Cruz High School, teacher Peter Doro. Lexa Fisher, Port Huron Northern High School, teachers Pamela Brown and Victoria Hussey. Samuel Gados, Dakota High School, teacher Michelle Sabo. Sydney Lynn, Fraser High School, teachers Roger DeBrant and Marianne McGinnis. Grace Queen, Lance Cruz High School, teacher Peter Doro. Tristan Riggs, Richmond High School, teacher Lee Cogniak. Savannah Salisbury, Henry Ford II High School, teacher Lisa Grunwald. Jacob Schick, Utica High School, teacher Jennifer Allure. Peyton Thurber, Doro Art Academy, teacher Peter Doro. Nicolana Zimmerman, Chippewa Valley High School, teacher Natalie Warner. Congratulations to the 2020 National Award winners. On March 17th, students and teachers can log back into their accounts to see if their work has received a national medal. I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the volunteers, sponsors, patrons, and organizers without whom this program would not be possible. Thank you to our national sponsor, Blick Art Materials. 6 teachers will receive a $25 gift certificate. They are Josephine Braun, Chris Brunson, Nancy Druya, Katie Shear, Sheila Springsteen, and Wendelin Wilson. Thank you to our experienced and thoughtful judges who volunteered several hours to review the work and select the awards, and our volunteer moderators who kept things moving. Thank you to Ken Hoover, original founder of the Scholastic program in the Michigan Thumb area, retired educator, school board member, and sponsor of the Ken Hoover Best of Show Portfolio Awards. This year, Ken graciously increased his donation to allow 2 students to each receive a $500 cash award. Thank you to the College for Creative Studies, Macomb Community College, and the Detroit Institute of Arts. And once again, thank you, students, for sharing your creations. Thank you, educators, for your constant knowledge and guidance. And thank you to the parents, family, and friends for supporting and encouraging these young artists. Enjoy the show.